Alright, so today we're building this. This is a kit from Reconguista NG, the Gundam Reconguista NG. A show that, well, didn't do that great, but we had a few interesting, well, oddly shaped mobile suits out of it. I think this is like one of the last few that I have. Yeah, it's a weird looking. I mean, it has like beam sabers all over the place. So Reconguista NG is, how to put it? It is. Well, I watched it all. I rewatched all of it recently, and yeah, I mean it's all right. I mean, it didn't get a lot of critical success when it came out, and it's sometimes a bit inconsistent. But overall, I mean, it exists. But yeah, I'm going to be building this. It is from the show, yeah, and it is piloted by this guy who is the what exactly what his role is, the Genius Lieutenant, Nick, I think. Yeah, Reconguista is all like the political landscape is it's not modern Earth. It's basically like a completely different way of seeing things. So it's kind of a precursor to Turn A Gundam. So some people might not like this. It's not like heavy political stuff. I mean, it is, but it's not the same. It's more like pseudo-religious things and whatnot. What the heck is this? The shield's on the hand. Okay. Yeah, this was like precursor to like Reconguista NG, where like the mobile suits sort of have magical powers, essentially. I mean, pseudo magical powers. So yeah, it's a weird looking thing. I think I brought this just because like to complete the collection of all the Reconguista NG kits that I had. It's number 14 in the lineup. Came out in 2015, which is only not that long ago if you think about it. And yeah, I mean, Bandai never really made any kind of master grade kits for Reconguista NG. We only had like the high grade lineup. So yeah, it's a bit sad, really. I mean, they're a bit toy-like, to be honest. But no, I mean, although look at the detail, there's kind of like lots of small details that would probably be interesting, especially the back thing here with the multiple arms with the beam sabers coming out. This would be, yeah. They had like different construction. We had like some very interesting designs. For example, like the bullock and the Mac knife were very different. But yeah, let's build this. Hello, Squid Phantom. How are you doing? So let me just adjust this. And let's open this. The usual high grade shenanigans in here. So you have your usual sheet of instructions. One side black and white, one side color. I can do hands things, apparently. Oh, so the back side needs to be okay. But yeah, this is like a mobile suit that appeared like towards the end of the show, basically like the climax, like in the final battles. I'm not gonna spoil it, but Reconguista NG ends up pretty much like Turn A ends, which kind of like just suddenly stops. Everything's fine now. We fought, we blew up each other's mobile suits, and now we're all good. So yeah, I mean, you can watch it. It's like it's a journey, essentially. I recommend it for the like art style and the animation style, really. it's like you don't really see those. Well, I mean, you do, but it's like quality stuff still. Although there were a few moments that was kind of weird. They were just like translating a fixed image of a Gundam and moving it around. Like, hey, we're moving, I'm talking. It's weird. You have your little. Oh, I haven't seen those in a while. This is a little survey. What is this? Change the format. Okay, try to reach one here. Oh, not. That's different. This is how usually it says enquête, meaning the like the enquête, basically the a loan word from French, meaning like an investigation, and use this for survey. Now, this one says an actual URL with a little code at the end. So that's different. What's this little thing? I've been collecting these. I have dozens of those, hundreds of those. Yeah, so let's get the thing open. Yeah, standard high-grade kit from 2015-ish, that era. This was before Bandai started adding. That's a bit loud. Let me just get rid of these first. Okay, maybe I should mute those while I'm doing that. Then I realize I can't talk about what's happening. So you do have lots of a few beam sabers here, several included beam sabers. Because obviously it has a bunch of them on its back, and we get the stand, which is rare. Most high-grade grids in the come with it. This is like a standard action base. Yeah, 2005, so it's like 12 years younger than this kit. It's very, like, you can buy those in, well, not exactly bulk, but you can buy quite a few of them. I think it's like 500 yen or 300 yen, not that expensive. But yeah, you can buy a few of those. They're probably like third parties that makes them, or you can just free to print them if you have a free printer. You basically just need like a 3mm peg here, which could be an M3 screw if you have those. An M3 screw, just like use a few sticks or rods of like bars of aluminum, like L-shaped bars, like shape something and just make your own stands if you feel like it. But yeah, this is, you get the semi-transparent thing. What was I talking about? Yeah, very small runners on this thing. Make this bit less loud. Oh, still loud. You get your stickers here for your hands. Look at that. So you're doing like, you know, shining finger. Wait, what is this called? What is the one on the shining finger? Was it like G Fighter maybe? But yeah, you have those shiny hands here. So, well, I guess when you're activating your shield, one long runner. Like, these kits have like weirdly shaped runners, I feel like. One of them was like very long and very thin. Odd looking thing. That did nothing. And so lots of runners, but very small runners. So like I'm guessing not a lot of parts. There's a very blue theme to it. A lot of the G-Reco like Reconguista and G themes. Kits have like very solid color themes. Like it's always just like one solid color. Yeah, it's all the same blue. Could have varied it a little bit, make it give it a little bit of an accent. I guess one thing you could do if you're passionate enough about this, just like pre-paint those slightly different shade of blue, and then before you nip them, and then when you nip them, you just have a completely different build at the end. Those are like, I guess, the kneecaps and all that. Or actually, those are the arm parts, the back. Okay, so what I'm going to do here now is that these are very small parts. I'm probably gonna, this is I guess the inner frame. I'm going to, once I get all of these polycaps, of course, standard polycap from 2013, and it tacked on like an extra couple pieces here. It's usually just like this sheet, but then sometimes they have little extras. I guess this is for the wrist here and more stuff. Okay, maybe it's not E1, E2. Are you identical? No, you're not. Well, you have some identical parts. Oh, you do. Hold up. Yeah, it is almost identical, minus I guess this seems to be like the neck and waist parts here. So I'm guessing these are for like arms and legs. So it's a very symmetrical design. Let's get to building this. We start with the head unit. Let's get this down here. I don't know if it's too loud or not, or what, but alright, so we use these nippers because the other ones are busted. This one has lasted me quite a while, so I'm only going to keep using it. So we start with the head unit, C, let's find one to C, C1, 9. So I'm gonna, as I get to, if it's small enough, I'll just nip the whole thing off and make a little pile. That way we save some time. I hope this is accurate enough. I think there's also an angle here. So these are like stronger nippers than the usual like single blade ones. I mean, it is the single blade now because I think it might have been the single blade to begin with, but yeah, like one of them is like dull and this one's very sharp. It's a thing that I've been like sharpening myself, which is not a good idea. Over the years, that's probably what messed it up. I mean, it was already starting to get blunt, so I would say might as well try to like fix it myself, as you do. Started a bit late today, but we're still trying to do one kit a day for as long I have a backlog of kits. Picked up just wish somebody would have worn me these. Yeah. You're in for like it's gonna, yeah. You're in for it. I mean, you can, if I have any advice, is like try to be very, very, very like what's the word? Deliberate? I don't know. Yeah. This ain't great. Look at this. Wow. I just thought these neighbors would be good. Well, they're good sometimes they're not. What the heck? I need to like figure out what the angle is with this. But yeah, be very deliberate when you are picking Gundam, what kits to buy. Don't just say, hey, what's in stock? Let me go pick a random thing. You need to like... It's recommended you actually watch the shows or some such before you start buying anything. Although you can. Sometimes I've bought kits without like watching the show and then watch the show afterwards. Try to, I guess, I mean the most accessible thing is like high grade kits, or I guess lower than that, or like SD kits, but although they do make some decent ones. A few years ago Bandai was going on craze with doing those, getting quite a few of these. That's a microscopic piece. What are you... Was this necessary? Okay, this is a hole of C. Let me see how clean those parts came out. Definitely need to get new nippers. Trying to be a bit... research a bit more, try to figure out which good ones. Because that's the important thing. I think that's the most... Oh yeah, tools as well. Yeah, you should probably... I'm talking to Speed 1 Mac Dysentery? Okay, you got dysentery, that's sad. Unless you're on the Oregon Trail, then it's a party, I guess. Well, I think they did a remake of the Oregon Trail, if I'm not mistaken. A reboot, like higher resolution, because that was necessary. So I was like, hey, dysentery, let's do that. But anyway, yeah, invest in good tools if you're gonna be, well, it doesn't have to be like super good tools. I mean, the only expensive thing I think I have is nippers. You need sharp one, good ones. Otherwise, it's like a dollar store metal file, which does most of my work. Like dollar store X-Acto knife. And with a curved blade, because the straight ones break all the time. Okay, anywho, what was I talking about? C1. Where are you? Did I... not get it? Yep. No, I did get it. What is it? Okay, you're here. Where's the other one? I distracted myself, I guess. How the heck did I manage to lose that? Well, it is a tiny piece, so that... oh, there it is. Yeah, was hiding another piece. So just put them somewhere I can see them here. So onto this one, we need a... These seems to be the parts. These are kind of annoying angles, so I'm gonna have to do a double nip. You cut twice, once to remove the part with a few nubs attach. Then you come in and you do a more accurate cut at an angle. We have more control. What's going on? I mean, it is off sharp, but then I guess I think it's like just the very tip is sharp. Like usually you'll cut like a little inside, and that's why it's blunt now. So yeah, you need to like sell nippers you can sharpen yourself. That would be great. I mean, there was like I did find nippers that what is it? Yeah. You could change, like remove the blade. They were called sustainable nippers, I guess. And it's an A5. Wait, is that moved to this head? There's some like mobile suits missing from the lineup. Like Gundam, that Bandai didn't make. Alright, yeah, Bandai didn't make all the mobile suits from G-Reco. For example, this one is actually the inside unit of another mobile suit. Well, it's more like a add-on really to this thing. It's like a secondary thing. It's like a giant shell thing. So yeah, I mean, like I think for whatever reason, well, I guess because of it didn't have like it wasn't as well received as other shows. I mean, there've been others as well. Like nobody remembers Gundam Age. It exists though. Nobody really like. Yeah, I mean, it had a few very interesting like model suits out of it, and I think I built one recently called Titus, which was like a mobile suit, Gundam with hands. Nah, it's fine. I mean, it's just at an angle. The camera, you mean? Yeah. It's a webcam, so it's not large. I'm not a fancy rich YouTuber that I'm gonna buy some single reflex giant camera just to wait, is that the right place? Yep. Like, if you are to believe people on YouTube, you need to get the best tool, the best thing, the like more expensive. No, you don't. Look at me, I'm doing whatever this is with like well, the webcam's a bit probably expensive, but it's just a webcam. I made the mount stand, whatever the thing, to hold the webcam in place myself, so out of random scrap that I found lying around. That's how you save money, I guess. This here is also a tool that I got from a phone repair kit. Phone screen, cheap ones that you buy off AliExpress or like wherever. You get aftermarket screen replacements. So they usually give you tools to like pry open stuff, and it's very useful. It's like a sharp pointed plastic thing. It's like that's plastic, so you don't actually scratch up the thing here that I just did and forgot to explain. I'm doing the stickers for the eyes because why not? Gives the face a little color. And wait, where does this go? This is C1, this thing. So check for nubs, which are the little leftover plastic bits that like to hang on to our kit. I mean, and this, like, it's been like literally probably a century at least since plastic model kits were invented, and we're still doing the same format of like a runner or sheet of like basically rods holding pieces together with like sprues and connecting to the thing. At this point, you could probably just get rid of this. Maybe have like underneath it, maybe one of those, because if maybe that makes it easier to like remove from the mold. You just connect it from the underside, and then you just mold everything, and just lift everything out of the mold using the single sprue underneath, and then you have like very clean parts being molded, and you just dump that in a plastic bag, and you have basically Legos that you need to assemble. But I guess like part of the fun is like nipping stuff, although I've been increasingly concerned about the environmental impact of these. These are mostly polystyrene, which isn't as recyclable. It's upside down. Yeah, so we just slide this in here. This is C1, 6, and A5 slid into the head, and oops, where the heck the chin just popped. At the chin just like left. And it's gone. Yep, the chin flew off. And it didn't just like fall to the ground, it just like flew off completely. So I guess you don't have a chin anymore, and that's sad for you. Yeah, so this is another like danger of these. Sometimes parts are so small that they will, like if they could like fall to the ground, or in this case just like fly off completely over my shoulder. I'm never finding this again. Yeah, we're doing this live, so stuff like this happens. So this thing doesn't have a chin anymore, it's gone. I mean, it was hardly visible anyway. The only thing it was doing, I'm assuming, is holding the head in place, giving it enough of a little thing here to like, yeah, it was like just a tiny piece of white sticking out here. That's all it was doing. Yeah, we're doomed, I guess, actually. Okay, so this is from the runner here. So if I do, seriously again, it just flew off. That's right, cutting it slowly. And if I do that, everything's just flying off today. Like if I were to take this, like if it actually is a problem, I can always just like take a piece of whatever leftover material is there and kind of just shape it in there. Is this kit bashing? Maybe. You basically, it's like, it's actually thicker than the material that we lost. And basically that was what we're missing here. So yeah, you can just do that. If really it doesn't fit, but for now, like, you can barely notice it. There's like supposed to be a little white chin thing. The only thing I'm concerned about is like the inside here. And since that flew off, like there was a little thing here, which I assume was holding, because we're gonna have to add the neck polycap to it, I'm assuming. Neck polycap, yep. Try to do a quick test here. Okay, just twist this off. There's a polycaps. And let's see now. Nope, it is fine. It does not care. That was useless. Oh well. But yeah, if it bothers me one day, or if I ever find it, because it just flew off my shoulder when I was trying to like push it back in. These have been happening quite a bit recently, so I'm a bit concerned about the gravity on this planet. Okay, let's put this. This is the head. Let's do this done. Let's ignore this for the problem for later. Alright, so now we do the body unit, which is... Yeah. Yeah, we just use whatever we can. trash, whatever things lying around, other pieces of leftover things. Some people reuse these runners completely and just make completely new things with it. That takes lots of effort though. And you actually need to have something in mind before you start doing those. Alright, so now this is pile C. Make a pile of A. Or not. I guess it's a bit too early in the process for this. I'm just gonna get A13. And we need A11, 12, 11, 12, 2019. Okay. So this, 21 maybe? Nope. So these things. Okay. So I usually like to look ahead, figure out where the parts that I'm gonna need are situated. That way you can just fairly quickly try to I should be double nipping because yeah, there's like stress mark on those already. Yeah, so it's fairly clean. Okay, so we have we need E1. Okay, find it. E2, E1, E1, 26. So I guess I'll get this area here, which is basically the difference between E1 and E2. Kind of get this a little bit higher, probably. There we go. That's probably a better angle. Alright, is it always? I don't know what it's doing with the exposure or like the white balance. Or maybe it is contrast. That's a weirdly shaped thing here. Someone trying to give a message to BANDAI for like not giving this enough. So this was E, so let's put it over here. So I don't think I need that. But I do need this thing. Alright, so where'd the head go? So I take this off, put this on there. Or actually, let's build the rest first. So A13 and then polycap 2, which have been for like a decade or so, like the standard arm fitting thing, armpit, shoulder, what have you, joint. Yeah, polystyrene isn't the most recyclable material. There's some problems but like they don't really have this in the US. I need to like find somewhere, or I could move to Japan, but I'm not that crazy. And yeah, there need to be like, there should be like some here we can do. And like I feel like I might not have to like ship it to a different location or something with the recycle at my cost, which is not great. A11, A12. Where did my file go? Oh, there. So before we put things together, just a quick check around for those pesky nubs. And basically need to, I mean, this is like, there's people who recommend like glass files, but you don't need those necessarily. It's just a matter of like how much like pressure, speed you apply to it, and you can basically get like fairly smooth results. And this is a drill for drilling bits and pieces. So basically I pre-drill the holes so that like it fits in easier, and it does not, I mean, it's easier to separate as well later on. It does not like seize up, because these are designed to kind of like grip, the holes are designed to grip the pegs and not let go. So what I'm doing is making sure that I can make it let go if I ever make a mistake. And I need to separate these parts without breaking pieces. Let's see, I just slid together with no effort. Just very gently rub it, don't apply pressure. That's enough to get decent results. Some of these stress marks go inside the plastic, so there's some other tricks you can use to like hide those. I basically just use, well, I don't know what they are, but you can use this regular Sharpies, colored Sharpies. Just try to match the color a bit and basically stain the stress mark darker colors, which kind of match the surrounding colors. That's usually enough to like hide these from a reasonable distance, and you have a very decent looking kit with like very minimal like stress marks on it. So now we put this on there. Wait, that's not it. I'm missing something here. Yo, E126, E124. Did I not get that? Where's 24? 24, I did get it. Where'd it go? No, there it is, right in front of my face. The problem here is like we have a gray black and white essentially page. Some of these parts are gray, so it's like a camouflage situation. They're trying to avoid the predator. Am I predator? How rude. Alright, so then things over here with the polycap goes, same situation. Gray part, grayscale thing here. And we need this thing which goes on there. That's the neck decoration. In the olden days, like this would be just the whole thing that would be used for the neck, and then gradually they started like adding little covers for them to like decorate them. Let's try and not get this one fly off again. So let's press this on the ground. You push it in with a stick. Use a stick, not your fingers, because your fingers are really too big to reach. And yeah. And then here again, pre-drill those just a tiny bit. And this goes in the back. This is C18. Goes in the back here. Not too bad. Some nice curves to it. Some holes here for the reason. Probably fitting one of these in here. Or not. Not yet, maybe. Oh, maybe that's for the arms in the back go for the beam sabers. So then C17, because I already separated those. These are 1.5 millimeter holes. Those are standard holes. Sizes 1.5, 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter. It's all metric because it's from Japan. Anywho, so if you're new here, do consider subscribing, doing the usual spiel that YouTubers do, because hey, I am on YouTube and I do need the subscribers. The plan is to maybe reach 1,000. That way YouTube starts sharing revenue with you, and I may be able to get like $1 once a month or two to be able to go towards contributing to buying more model kits for this channel. Probably never gonna be like super successful, but one can dream. So another, although I mean, if you guys like share this places, other places, and just, I know what places you share things today. Twitter is gone, basically. Doesn't exist. This is basically a den of crazy people now. Nice. Slides on. And we need polycap for trying to get off Twitter. I'm trying to figure out how to like scrub my data off it. I don't trust Elon Musk. I never did. Back in the day when people still read paper magazines. Yes, magazines. Wait a minute, is there something supposed to be here? Oh, A21. A21 D3, okay. Let's get these off the whole thing. A bunch of small parts, what could go wrong? But yeah, back in the day when people still read paper magazines, there was a thing called Newsweek. And I read an article in there about this guy called Elon Musk saying, oh, he's a genius. He's gonna revolutionize public transport. His solution, a tunnel underground where people travel in. Sound familiar? At high speeds. And I was like sitting there. I was quite young back then. I was like, well, that sounds like a subway. I remember like in the article was saying, yeah, he was like drawing designs in his head, so he didn't have it ready yet, but someday he will. I mean, he did eventually make like a tunnel, which is basically probably illegal. I don't know how he got the permit for that, just dug a hole under LA or something, whoever it is. And then I said, yeah, this guy's an idiot. He bought Tesla, he didn't invent anything. The only thing he did invent, or patent, I guess, was the charge port that is incompatible with everything else. But yeah, what was I talking about? Elon Musk? I don't know. Twitter, yeah. He touched that and it got ruined. Elon Musk came up with PayPal, so or like he was like on the or he bought PayPal, I think. Whatever horrible experience you ever had with PayPal, probably his fault. Trying to get your funds out, they got frozen. His fault, definitely. Okay, so then this goes in there. Or tries to, without, let's try not to get this to fly off again, because these are very small parts. Let's get our stick to like push this in. There we go. I think this angle is a bit off. What the heck? That's not right. Wait, does it go the other way? Let's try this one. The heck? Watch. Oh, I guess it does one put that thing in there first. Okay, let's try to push this out. Okay, so that's... We need 821. There's a lot of parts left on this, so I might as well just get the whole thing off. But yeah, I'm trying to get off Twitter. You should too. Unless it's somehow they say, hey, okay, Elon is not going to be involved with decisions anymore. Even then, I wouldn't trust it. I don't know what other social media there is. Hello, Ricky Risley. And thank you, terrible dog. You're terrible. Bad dog. How terrible of you. Yeah, saying hello. You just caught me ranting about Elon Musk, so there's that to expect in those live streams. If you're a fan of Elon Musk, well, we can still be friends. Back in the day, the internet didn't exist. You could be friends with really horrible people by today's standard without knowing it. There was this guy, well, let's call him Kevin. Kevin, there's this guy you knew, you hung around from time to time. But yeah, he was okay. He didn't really bother anyone. And yeah, you'd call them acquaintances, mild friends. Then the internet comes around and discover Kevin's a neo-Nazi. That's a bit sad. Can't hang out with Kevin anymore. Just sad. He had a ATV and he would let you ride it once in a while. Stuff like that. So, where was I going with that? No idea. I lost the train of thought, which happens on these things because I'm just spitting out words while I'm removing plastic. Sure, all the plastic. Oh yeah, I was ranting about Elon Musk or something. Twitter, I don't know. But yeah, sorry about... Yeah, if you're a fan of Elon Musk, that's... Yeah. I mean, back in the day, I was at work, I was got in an argument with people over Elon Musk. Some people was he's a genius, whereas now he's an idiot. Clearly this man's an idiot. And these days I'm proven right. You can kind of tell when some guy's an idiot. Let's not be afraid to call idiots idiots. Sometimes I'm an idiot too, but I'm okay with that. What I'm doing here is probably not the smartest things. Probably should be looking for a high-paying job or something. instead of just kind of floating around right now, like most people. I think lots and lots of people have been losing their jobs left and right. This got dark. Well, let's just focus on the blue guy here. So let's get all the parts that we do not need. This is pile of A. Pile of A goes here. We still need this one, which is A21. And the rest goes in a nice little pile over here until we need them. So out of A21, we put this into here. And do you fit? Yeah, about a bit. So slots are a bit difficult or different. You'd have to like either like remove a little bit of material from the peg. We kind of sand in the like file the sides a bit so that like slides in a little easier. That's like very smoothly slid in here. And then now you have little pegs in the back, so that's where that goes. Alright, that makes more sense. Flat bit goes here. And yeah, it connects in the back here, so now it kind of just there. And same thing here. If you can see that. I mean, objectively, there's a few events that, like, yeah, I cannot trust this guy. One of them was like the tunnel is basically, I mean, the one thing I remember was like, I remember that like SpaceX launched a car into space, and when that happened, it was like, okay, there's enough space trash up there. That's an actual, like, if you're a nerd, well, depends on the type of nerd. Some people are space nerds. Some people are car nerds. Different types of nerds. If you have some connection to people who are space nerds, one of the things that comes up every now and then is like the thing about space trash. Like, it is a very real and dangerous problem. Like, we've been sending satellites up to space for like decades, commercial satellites, lots and lots of this huge amount of like debris just circling around Earth. It's an actual problem if you want to send stuff up there. There's always like things gonna blow up. Well, there's an anime called Space Brothers. Was this Space Brothers? No, it wasn't Space Brothers. Wait, I think it is Space Brothers. Or Planets. I think it's planets. Basically, like some of that in there. Like, there's a commercial flight that goes in suborbital. It's in the future. There's suborbital, like, commercial airliners. Not suborbital, like a bit above orbit. And oh, that's the chest then, by the way. Oh wait, hold on. We should probably put those on there. Why not? We're here. But yeah. Sending a car up into space. Hopefully that thing dies in the sun. Hopefully they planned it that way. I do not like... One thing wrong. That's 3, not 4. Let's try to put the toothpaste back in the tube here. The only reason we pay attention to Elon Musk is because he's rich. He's an idiot, but he's a rich idiot. That's the only thing. Same thing with Trump. He's like pretend rich idiot, so he's a famous idiot, but he's famous for reasons. You cannot just... You should have the freedom to call people who do really dumb things idiots. It's not a bad word. Well, maybe it is. And gives it a little accent here. Not that bad. Probably losing like 90% of my audience here. I'm gaining a few because I was calling Elon Musk an idiot way before it was cool. That makes me like peak hipster, I guess. Even though I don't want to be that, but I guess I gotta own it now. That's true, like the first SpaceX, not, I guess, it was a big thing a few years ago. Like they launched like a Tesla model something or whatever in space, and yeah, that when I saw that I was like, yeah, that's clever space trash. It's like there's not enough there. Now you have like a whole car up there. Hopefully that thing like, yeah, I think like they mentioned it was like going into like orbit and like gonna end up into the sun hopefully, and not still out in orbit up there. Like SpaceX has like more failures than successes, and it is using like subsidies from the government, which is basically tax money for some guy to just play around with like spaceships. They probably read the same things I did. The sad thing is like I'm around the same age as Elon. Well, not exactly. A bit young, but I'm around the same generation as Elon Musk. And you can calmly say, look at him objectively and say, yep, this guy is from my generation, so I can say like, from that perspective, he's like, what an ass. But yeah, let's stop talking about that. It could be like better things to be investing in. Like you want electric cars, you want to subsidize some companies saying, hey, we're gonna make electric cars, but for our own profit first, more than anything. Rather like say you have a program where you can like, what the heck, is this thing go up and down? That's interesting. It's on a hinge. I'm doing the waste unit, by the way. That's odd. Well, we'll see how it goes. So then we need A18, which luckily we've already separated over here, so... But yeah, there's gonna be better ways to like spend. It should be like a vote before you like spend anything more than say $50 on a private program. I don't know, like a public referendum. If some obscene amount of taxpayer money is going to like some private thing, like the FAA or whichever agency in the US responsible for issuing permits for like space flights, because you do need a permit to like launch stuff in the air that could potentially fall on people's heads. They have like, they basically are the ones who approve, well, they have to approve like SpaceX's launches. Oh, this is interesting. Why? Okay, well, whatever. I guess it needs something to like hold it so it doesn't go all the way through. That's kind of a large thing here. It's a nice little detail. Usually, that's kind of thing I like about the Reconguista. G doesn't get a lot of praise, but it's not too bad. I mean, like it's like lots of small detailings on the kits there, despite the show not doing so well. I mean, it's not horrible. It takes a couple of rewatches to get your head around it, but it is alright. But yeah, like the FAA is getting fed up with SpaceX and all the like safety, or like this bunch of safety violations they have. Alright, this was A, this was C, this was maybe D, I hope. Yeah, it was D. The yellow ones are D. And D, not you. This one? Yeah, this one. Maybe I should have a podcast and be upset. Well, then I'd be one of those people with a podcast. But then again, I don't have enough to talk about. And this could be my podcast. Hey, I have a podcast / model kit building stream channel when I do live streams of model kit builds. What was that? Locks the body with an arm release run. This? Probably. Yeah. Maybe. Seems like it. Might go. Yeah. Sure. Oh yeah, it's an odd thing. It's like a floating ring thing here. Yeah, Reconguista India is like very weird designs when it comes to its various mobile suits. There were a few of them that were in the original show. Well, the show and were not. One of them like a giant sniper rifle. I forget what it's called, but how? What the? I just snapped off. Oh, am I playing too much Force and these? All right. So anyway, the waist unit is done. Yeah, there's like quite a few. There was, I mean, not quite a few, but there was a few mobile suits that they didn't make any kits of, which is kind of a bit sad. I guess they're hard to design, maybe. And I mean, it didn't have a lot of success. Like, not a lot of people watched it, so that's probably why. Got C, we got C, C1, C2. Wait, hold on. There's a C2 here. Well, whatever. Let's do this one as well. Yeah, definitely need to get new nippers. That's the one thing you kind of need to make things this experience like fun. Like, you need good nippers. If you get like nippers that aren't sharp, they will kind of squeeze and crush the plastic. And the sharper the nippers, like the easier it cuts through. Like, for example, I do have the pair of God Hand nippers. But I don't want to use them. They're still kind of pristine. Let's give it a shot here. Oh yeah. That was very smooth. There's nothing left almost. But these are like $60 now. I bought these when with $20. I'm just kind of saving them. For what? I don't know. I have these, which I kind of wasted. They're ruined now. But they were cheaper, like $15. They make like $5 version of this. Maybe I get like the $5 one, see how much they last. If they last the same amount of time, might as well just get those. It's a matter of like finding, because these are turning into consumables now. They shouldn't, but they are turning into consumables. And yeah, I got C's. Okay. Wait, is this even the right one? What else do I need? B. This one. Let me give this a shot here. I don't know if these are still gonna work. Yeah, no. The blades are misaligned. And unless I can do. It becomes, I mean, it's still very sharp, just the blades are kind of misaligned, and sometimes the cut is a bit off. Yeah, it leaves quite a lot of nubs. So basically need to like do some shopping around, research a bit, figure out which is a good pair that is reasonably cheap but reasonably strong. Maybe I just wasn't using was using some retools they call 1.0. Maybe I wasn't using them properly, or maybe I like the problem with those is like you can accidentally damage like especially the like single blade small ones that are kind of like god hand clones. Those seem like fragile because the god hand is it's known to like be a bit brittle, and you can accidentally break stuff, like break the blade if you drop it, or if you hit something else with it, like something hard like metal. So there's a chance that I might have done that accidentally, and it's like started like a spiral of thing no longer being sharp. Yeah, I use the retool ones. I use these were the retool 1.0, but I kind of like modified probably shouldn't have. I mean, it was working fine for a while, but I modified tried retempering it. That was probably a mistake. Now there's a bit of a weird overlap, and it's still quite sharp, but it's not. It's like drifting a bit, and it leaves a bit of weight. So maybe I'll need to buy a new set of those. They worked fine for when they were working. I just need to be super careful with them. It's kind of practice. You mess them. You buy something, you mess it up once, and then you like the second time you get it, you're gonna be super careful with them because you know you did something to mess it up. Okay, maybe I'll just get those again. Same thing. Like having good nippers makes this whole process go faster, and there's like less cleanup to do afterwards. And I got all of them. Let's do the other side. These are the ones I have right now. Those are like also modified Zuron. I did like a little stopper here using spare parts, which is basically something which prevents this from like closing too hard on the blades and kind of sharpen the blade like a rotary tool. It is sharp, but not as sharp as some like other stuff that's machined with a precision tool. This is A, this is B, Alright. And then we also need, we got E. And this is D. So A, B, C, D. I know my alphabets. Okay, so now E15. There's too many parts on this, so I'm probably gonna just get the ones I need for now. And gradually. I mean, there's only, I think, arms and legs. E14, 15. And E11. 11 and wait, that's it. E11. Where's E11? That's oh, weird wrist looking thing, I guess. And it's not fly off now. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Like having, yeah, God hand, like it's, I mean, yeah, you definitely have to be super careful with those. Okay, these are the E parts. I also need E2 because I'm doing both arms at the same time. The arms here look symmetrical. I mean, they're almost identical, and these runners are basically identical now. So you might as well you can just get both parts off. Where's 11? On each runners. It's nice to have like predictable structures in the plastic model you're building. I like it when like they kind of group parts that are related together in the same area. Right. That way you can just quickly nip off a whole area, and yeah, you got all the parts you need. Alright, so that's this little pile here. And let's get to building. So we need A4, pile of A4, D1, probably not, we'll see. Okay, some of these are very similar, and they have nubs on them. I had a like good set of nippers. Like the problem also with nippers is like, well, all nippers have basically straight cuts, and sometimes parts have like the sprues are on a rounded edge or an incline, or both rounded edge, and it's concave and it is on an incline. So it's you're gonna get a mess no matter what you do trying to nip it. So you have to do a double nip. I probably should be doing more double nips. That always gives you a cleaner result than doing like trying to do a single cut. I want to be able to claim I have the skill to do that. Get all the parts in a single cut. I cannot claim that yet. What the heck? Are you all the same? Oh, right. There's 4 of them, so it makes sense. Alright, so you go there. You go down there. Not too shabby. It's like how they have like little some like cheaper kits, well, like less well-designed kits would just have this whole thing molded in blue, and then they would give you a sticker which you would have to like then wrap around this in yellow. This is nice. They give you like actual extra different colored parts, although they probably don't do it for everything, but like it's nice that they have that little thing here. Hey, hold up. What? What the heck? Oh, okay. Now, C14, which is these things. Something else wraps around it. I thought it was seeing things. Alright, so doing a double nip means like you remove the first part and then you nip it again for like a closer shave. It's the same principle that Gillette uses for its razors. It like shaves you twice or thrice, or I think like up to like, I don't know, it's like 50 blades now. I don't know how many blades these days. I remember back in the day, like they came up with like razors with 2 blades, and then everything went crazy from there. So they started like suspension mounted blade with shock absorbers and with lubricant included and all that. So, and then they started more and more blades. But basically, yeah, it's the same principle. The first cut is a rough cut, and the subsequent cuts are like you get more and more precise and closer to the surface. It's the same principle. 2 cuts is usually enough for you to get a very clean finish, which I probably should be doing. But the problem is like it's like 2 extra cuts, so it's like more time. But then it could be less time because I don't have to spend as much time cleaning up the parts. Yeah. Industrial nipple Plato? Yeah, this thruster stuff is like kind of annoying as well. Sponges are, yeah, they do like kind of, I mean, this is enough for me. I can like kind of find out the curve and send it that way. Hold up, where do you go? Okay. This is the part I'm looking at. Goes this way? No, goes that. I'm trying to match it to the picture and see what I'm seeing. The picture like doesn't have perspective. It's an orthographic projection, so it's a bit like the proportions are a bit different to like to see. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't recommend using nail clippers. I mean, it depends on the kind of nail clipper you're thinking. There might be like some fancy nail clippers out there that I don't know of, but like nail clippers, the blades don't really align, and they usually will not. What the heck are you doing? You're not even connecting. Where did drills go? 1.5. Just this thing isn't going in here. There we go. And a 2mm drill here. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend using a nail clipper. Even like excessively expensive nail clippers wouldn't be as precise as one of these, but not messed up like this. But yeah, it's just a matter of like finding. I'll try to look at the Plato one. Yeah. Well, recently there was I'm saying that, but like I can't remember. There was something recently I was like thinking. There's like stuff that get rid of, like if you have something to like trim hangnails, that might be useful. No, wait, I need a polycap. Okay, wait. Let's put that on there instead. with a flat bit pointing down, and then we join them together. But yeah, you should definitely like try to use whatever tools you have at your disposal. I mean, the only thing I found like that is you really have to invest a little bit of money is in the nippers. It definitely makes like the biggest difference. These are supposed to be guns or cannons or something. Probably some kind of weapon in the shoulders. Nice to have a little different color plastic for it. Alright, shoulders. Then polycap 9, polycap 8. Polycap 8s are can't be twisted off. They're a bit difficult. So I usually trim them off. Times 2, times 4. Times 2. Doing both arms. Oh, hello, Kid Robot. Welcome back. Didn't see your chat there. Thank you. Yeah, we're doing another Reconguista NG. I think that's the last, maybe the last one, maybe one left of this that I have. I didn't get the whole series, but I have most of them, I think. Or had. I built most of them. There might be a few more. But maybe. I don't know, I'll need to like dig around that pile where I found it. Maybe I'll find. Wait, I need polycap 9. Yeah. But you just twist your polycap off. And polycap 9 goes here. Now we need C3 and 4, but yeah. Reconguista NG. I kind of have a soft spot for that show. The kids aren't like, I mean, they have a little bit of a toy-like appearance, a bit of a fantasy appearance, compared to like the other, like some stuff like more like real robots than these do. How am I supposed to get this in here? Alright, let's check this out. So, hold it like so. Actually, this points outwards. Oh wait, this way? How am I? Which? Okay, holding like this and putting this like that. It is supposed to, I mean, unless this is square, there's no indication where you're supposed to go. Nope. What the heck? Oh, okay. Well, that works. And polycap 8. There they are. Polycap 8 and that other thing. So if we put these together, just pre-drill these a tiny bit. And there. Hopefully. Slide, clip, whatever. It's on. And same thing here. This way, I guess. Pointing towards. Hold up. So, pointing towards. Yeah, pointing towards this round bit. You need to align this notch. Or try. Oh, come on. Yeah, the gun tank. I mean, depends on the gun tank. There's the Origin uh, gun tank, the MS Origin. That's not a that's like look like an actual tank. And there was one from a 3D OVA, which was one of the first kits that I bought. It was like that's a giant, that's a tank. It looks like something out of frame arms, not frame arms. What's it called? The From Software game with the giant robots. Not frame arms. Can't be frame arms. What's it called? Yeah, I'm just have to Google that. That's this thing about the internet. You start forgetting things, and it's like, yeah, I'll just Google it if I forget. Armored Core. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, there was like a giant. It's still 1 to 144 scale, but it was quite large, and it had actual rubber treads. I mean, the kit had, not the kit, the actual. Is that mobile suit or mobile armor at this point? I mean, it had a face and arms, so maybe it was a mobile suit with giant tank things. It's extremely rare, and I've already built it. I just need to one day I need to finish editing the video for that, unless I already did it and uploaded it already. But I do have the gun tank video somewhere. It's on the channel. It's like one of the, not the toy-like gun tank, the actual MSD, the Origin. The Origin. So wait a second, you're not fitting in right. What is wrong with you? Maybe that'll help. There we go. Pre-drill this just to give it a little help. But yeah. The Origin OAVs had the designs were more real. Kind of like the new series that's coming to Netflix at some point, unless it's already there and I haven't noticed. Requiem for Vengeance. Very real looking things. Not armor. That's frame arms. Armored Core is like the video game from the guys who made Dark Souls. Kotobukiya made the kits for those, unfortunately. Although I haven't built one yet. I have a couple that looked interesting, but I haven't built them yet. I should. Okay, so now E this and E that. E14 and E15 pops right on. And it pops right on here. Just twisted it, and if it's not getting in properly. These are symmetric, well, identical either way. So you can just pop them in whichever way you want. Try to, I guess, orient it so that I'm assuming this is going to become the right arm, left arm, because on the outside you have the non-exposed hinged. Now B2, and get the rest of the thing over there. I mean, this thing's not leaving a lot of nubs, just very small ones, but it just needs a little Maybe I should start doing double double nipping. Teach you guys how to do these things the way it was intended. Trying to do a single cut is probably too much hubris. I don't know why I suddenly started doing the stickers on this, but I guess I got time. Just for it to look a little better. There's not a lot of stickers, very few stickers actually, so. And it's already fairly well accented, so. And it's unlikely I'm gonna go back and like paint this. I mean, you're not gonna paint every single kit you have. You gotta pick and choose the ones you and messed up. Okay, that's what I see. I see something about stickers. The trick is you have to get it right the first time. If you don't get it right on the very first attempt, well, that's too bad. It's easy if you know the trick. The trick is being, just get it right. There is no trick. Although once you get it in line, you just like deform it a bit to make it match the surface underneath, and it's not too, well, it's a little awful, but not that awful. Yeah, they're starting to look a bit offset. Every single one I'm adding is a little bit more lopsided than the last one. Just need to get one corner to stick, or one side to stick. And you can kind of press the rest down and deform the notches and all the details. Alright. Now, B something or other. It is symmetrical, doesn't matter which way you put it. And finally the arm things. So again, symmetrical, no. This goes in the front, so this way would be left arm, right arm. Alright. And then you can have your hands here. Glowy hands or not glowy hands? What are we doing? Are you supposed to like... Do you have more hands? Hold up. So you have... Which? They're identical? What the... Hold up. How does it do the thing then? Like this? Even if I did this, it would go here, which is not... Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Well, for now, let's do this. And then these go here. Or rather, wait, which one goes where? Okay, first we do the ones with the line. There's ones without the line and one with the line. We do ones with the line. And we find one of them is fit. Yeah. Need to see how you're supposed to do the other one there. Yeah, it's a very thin looking wrist here. Probably not like the one I built yesterday, the GP02A. I think I got the number right. Yeah, that one had like seriously strong joints for like holding giant things up. I don't think there's more pieces to this. Oh wait, hold on, there it is. There it is. Let's get that. I'm assuming this is it. Looks like it. So let's do a double nip. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, fine. Double nipping means do something like this. Do a rough cut. Get the part off. I didn't even cut the whole thing. What the heck? Then do your second cut. That does nothing. I guess you do need sharp nippers still to like get it off the runners with less stress. Because being on the runner actually stresses the part when you like removing it. It introduces stress lines because you're pulling on the part essentially when you're removing it. Double nipping means you are like removing the weight. This actually fits better than some of the ABS parts I had to deal with yesterday. Like the ABS parts were like hard to fit sometimes, even after you manage to push them in, they like deform and like no longer fit. They do hold up a lot of weight because they're very stiff articulations. Alright, we got all the hands. It's not too bad. You know, the same kind of hands for figurize standard kits. Well, then again, those aren't Gundams, those are mobile suits. So then you do, wait, this is, nope. Like you could do stuff like this now. That is the wrong hand for this, but there we go. Wait, no, that is the right hand. Yeah. Do I know my left from right? Maybe not. But I'm learning. Let's do this for now. We're gonna add the fancy hands later. You're supposed to put the stickers on there, which I guess I could. There's no sense of painting this, I guess. 5, 6. Use 5. Okay. Why though? Okay. I mean, they are identical, they're just left and right. Okay, doesn't matter which one you use, just use one of these. So now, normally you should kind of clean the parts with like cotton swab or something with some rubbing alcohol to get all the grease off, like you might have added with your hands and fingers and whatnot, manipulating parts, but we're gonna skip all that. So then you just kind of nudge those into place. Now once it's stuck there, you kind of just, again, same deal, just deform it to make it match the thing you're trying to apply it to. Which is a relaxing experience. That's why it's a hobby, I guess. I mean, there are sticker books for grown-ups. I'm having a hard time building it. I don't think I am. Not sure what you mean. It's not that hard, it's just... You don't have... This one doesn't have weapons. All the weapons are kinda just bladed weapons. So you only have open hands. It doesn't punch. Which makes sense. I mean, why would you punch with the bunch of like mechanical articulations like this? You want to just mess up everything. You think about it for a second, like it doesn't make sense for mobile suits to have faces and hands. They should have like claws or clamps or something. Okay, that did something. Let's do the other hand. How am I doing for time? Okay, 1 hour 45. Maybe I have wasted a bit of time here and there. Try to line it up to the fingers there. At the very least. Meshes are bigger. This is just like deform the sticker a bit to match. I've been mentioning. Make it match the underlying surface a little bit. It makes it stick better. It has glowy hands. Jesus, Gundam. That was a thing if you've ever witnessed. You teach that in Sunday school or something. Just depending on where you go. Doesn't mean a big deal about Jesus and his hands touching people, curing the sick. You need to use some hand sanitizer, Jesus. Stop touching everybody. And this is misaligned a bit. Yeah, close enough. And then you just rub it in. Try not to tear the sticker though. It can happen if you have too deep of a groove. There we go. Nice glowy hands. I'm using all the stickers today. Yeah, that happens. Like the parts getting mixed up. I can understand that. That's why, like, if I usually I try to like nip everything off in one go, but then you can end up with like very similar parts kind of mixed up. So this hand's basically, it's like two open hands, but one of them was supposed to be like palm facing up. At least that's what it showed in the art there, the concept art and all that. But it didn't seem like you could do it with that one, so I did have like a separate wrist because you had like these other ones here. So now that works. There you go. Nice. What the heck? Where do you go? Well, we shall never find out. Maybe it was supposed to go on the head, and I forgot about it. Yep. One sticker left. That might as well. This one goes on the head. And try to stick, kind of nudge it into place before it fully, and then once you got it there, just deform it to match. There we go. Nice. Missing a chin, but that's lost forever now. It just flew off over my shoulder when I was nibbing it. Alright, so we got hands, arms. We did both arms. So now we do legs, which is interesting, legs, because like a few other kits in the Reconguista, like the feet are all kind of different. These feet are a bit claw-like. Give me a second here. Alright. So the rest of, they've got the A, we got B, we got whatever's left of C, we got D. Now we need these. Let me just get the rest of these off because I'm pretty sure that's all we're gonna need now. And so everything else is gonna be leg parts. Hold up. Let me just make a note here. Industrial nipper Play-Doh. Okay, I need to look up that. Yeah, I mean, it basically flies around. It is a space type, but it does land at some point, but I guess it doesn't really. I mean, it was built out around Venus, so the story goes. Reconguista in G is basically still, it follows Universal Century. They keep mentioning Universal Century. And from time to time, the people will start saying the word Gundam, but like stop in the middle, like in shock, and say it's a gun, and that's it. But yeah, basically, it follows Universal Century, and I know where I'm going with this, but yeah, it has a lot of like humanity has gone off, and there's like colonies near Venus, and that's where this thing was built. People have been living in space. The space noids are like trying to like. I mean, it's like, there's some, like, if you've watched the original Gundam, and some of the plot of Gundam is like some environmentalist plot, basically. I think that was one of the things Char wanted to do, because the humans on Earth were ruining the planet. So he wanted humans to leave Earth and go into space, but the humans didn't want to. And then there was like Operation British or English, I forget. That's the one where they dropped the colony on Australia. I'm talking about Gundam, like, I assume you guys know what I'm talking about, but yeah. I am nerding out, as they say. But yeah, it's technically, it's official that Reconguista NG follows Universal Century, and Turn A Gundam is at the end of everything. It's kind of like how Skyward Sword is at the beginning of everything in the Legend of Zelda series. Turn A Gundam is at the end of everything. There's nothing beyond that. At least they haven't made anything beyond that. They probably made like alternate timelines, alternate universes with somehow Gundams in there. But Turn A is at the end, and it basically, you can, there's like in Reconguista NG, there's like references how there's people on the moon, on the dark side of the moon. That's the thing in Turn A, and how they're trying to reconquer Earth. Hence the Reconguista. And I think like the artwork is very similar. Turning was weird, but if you give it a chance, it's like, kind of feels like that's what 1970s Gundam was supposed to be like. The 70s vibe to it. And Turn A, the Mustache Gundam, is actually the strongest. It is the most powerful Gundam of all of them. It has a mustache. Looks weird and lanky, but it is the strongest. Nothing can win against it. I mean, it has like sort of magical nanomachines that destroy all technology. So, nothing can win. I need to build some of those. I do have a few Turn A kits here and there. I need to collect them all and start. They're old, they're very, very old. They predate the Universal Century model kit lineup. Although I think there might be a few. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you should, like, I recommend at least once in your life, watch all of Gundam, all of them. Well, maybe not Seed. Well, maybe do watch Seed, I don't know. Maybe you'll like it. Like I think it was the one with the coordinators and naturals and all that weird things, trying to relabel them being like all early 2000s, edgy, kind of thing going on there. It's on Netflix, I think. Seed. There's a new movie for some reason. I'm not sure why they would do that, but apparently there is. Yeah, you can watch it. It's a bit. It is angsty, and yeah, it had that early 2000s vibe to it. Yeah, everybody should watch all of Gundam starting from the original. It's probably like this recommended watch orders if you're watching the Universal Century timeline. It probably ends with turn A, or should end with turn A, because everything ends with turn A. Oh, that's all of it. Look at that. We have a pile of E. Alright, so now we can calmly and confidently build the rest of whatever this is. Large pieces for the legs. Alright, so let's just give this a quick clean because some of these nubs are a bit extreme here. Gently. Need to apply lots of force. That's the way files work. They catch on to like the imperfections. That's why if you want to file a perfectly flat surface, you have to score the surface first. Like add some imperfections so that the file's teeth can like catch on and start have something to remove materials. So that now the nubs are just these small imperfections. You should just rub them gently with a natural weight and force of the file. It will naturally get it, like remove them without really damaging the surroundings too much, because surroundings are already polished and will not catch on the file. There's some theory. Anyway. The stickers in the hands right at the top. The most premium kits are full of stickers. The things are going to give it a down. Robot, yeah, I don't know. I feel like Bandai has been like putting more kits in P Bandai. Yeah, it feels like it anyway. Like there's been like more and more P Bandai stuff. Like sometimes you'll get like, for example, the RE100 line. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like P Bandai gives you like extra stuff. For example, there's a figurized kit from Siletta Mercury, from Witcher Mercury, and that one has like 2 faces. You can like have 2 alternate faces, but the P Bandai versions give you 5 faces. I guess that's the premium part, but still, it's only 5 faces. Okay. So these things, we're building both legs at the same time because these are identical runners, therefore the parts will be identical. So we should confidently be able to build both legs at the same time. So now B, this is pile B, B4, B5, but yeah. I was talking about, yeah, oh, so like Reconguista in G, like, yeah, from the, if you think about how Char was seeing things, he wanted people to go out in space. And that's kind of what happens. That shows what happens in Reconguista NG. That, well, people are still living on Earth, but there are like way fewer people. It has like very interesting plot lines to it. Like it's suggested that at some point there was like humanity basically devolved for a while after the Universal Century, because after all the wars and stuff, everything was destroyed and civilization fell. And at some point, people resorted to cannibalism. Well, not resorted, I guess like the culture shifted back to a mentality where cannibalism was okay, and there was like kinda people who were like persecuted and labeled as Kuntala or something, and they were used as like cattle. And there's like subtle like racism and like those kinds of things in there, like in the Jericho, like the way they treat some people. But yeah, there's like lots of things happening in Reconguista NG. So it's definitely worth like you probably need to watch it like 1 or 2 times to get the hell's going on. Not 2 or 3 times probably. But yeah, there's like from Char's perspective we were saying, I don't know. Wait, hold up. Well, it only goes one way, I guess. There's no other way to do this. Then you do this thing here. That becomes the knee. You can always glue that on. That was I talking about Jericho. Right. The planet basically has been recovering. There's like lots of like side shots showing like nature. Like it's a very, the planet is covered with forest and wildlife. So they're showing like, hey, the planet is recovering from humans. That's kind of the plot. There's like lots of pseudo-religious things going on. And E20? Wait, that's not it. Doesn't seem right. Where's E20? Oh, there you are. Right. And yeah, that was kind of what Char was going for the whole time. Humans need to leave Earth alone for a while. Go into space. That was a message from the 7th. Like, things, the world has been ending for a while and we've been aware of it. That's why I use stuff like that in media. And you kind of get to the real life, and then people are like, hey, when you're watching, I saw some random thing some other day, like some guy was saying, like, when you're watching a TV show, when you're watching Star Wars, do you root for the Empire or do you root for the Rebels? Like other shows like that, where there's like 2 sides, do you pick the side who's like doing the right thing or the side that's doing the wrong thing? And then when you think about it, when it comes to real life, what are you doing? Are you picking, oh, what is this? This little star down there. That's a weird detail. But yeah, kind of like that, I guess. In real life, it's kind of difficult to like change things because everybody's like, "Oh no, that's just fiction. We cannot possibly. That would cost too much. That'd be too difficult. So we're not doing anything about it. The world is ending. Apparently, there's like a 2040 timeline, I guess, before. Well, it's already irreversible, but like 2040 is like when I think something terrible is gonna happen. Well, it's like that's the threshold for like, yep, we're doomed. It's like very, very close. It's less than 20 years. Meanwhile, we have to pay rent. How ridiculous is that? It's 2024. Still have to pay rent. I was promised a flying car. Instead, I have AI-driven cars that could run over pedestrians. Alright. So, polycap 8, D5, E... Okay, what are the polycaps? Set these out. And I also need polycap 7. And polycap 6. You can just twist those off, you don't need to nip them off, but I'm already doing that, so anyway. 8. Where's the other 8? There it is. Hiding on the gray spot there as we put these over there so I can actually spot them when I need them. Now, polycap 8 goes up there. Rather, let's use, well, whatever. This one is the right one, so it goes up here. And D5, which goes through. Why the weird shape though? It goes through here. Where's my stick? Need a stick to push this through. But yeah, I was talking about the end of the world, was I? I should try not to not think about it. I should always be thinking about it. Always constantly think. What is it that I'm doing right now? Sounds motivational, not trying to be. Okay, E1, E21. Those like weird fin looking things here. Radiators, I guess. So that goes in there. Nestles in there. Like so. And with the... Oh. Didn't even put it on. No, this way. Just slide it in here. Yeah. Humans, apparently, well, humans are the only creature that generates trash. So probably. I don't think it's gonna change that easily. It could. It just needs to like some kind of intervention. one thing, it was like actually, I think it's a meme. There's an Ayatollah or something talking about democracy. And it's like, democracy is like something for the people, by the people. And he like pauses and thinks about how it's gonna say the next part. It's like, but problem is, the people are morons. Which is true. We're not very smart. Think about how monarchies were. The thing about why some people prefer monarchies is like, it's not because like, oh, they like to be ruled or anything. Like, it's like when you think about it, like a king, when it's done right, it's like it's a person who's like trained from birth to be a ruler. Unlike some guy off the street who like just wants to be wants to be in power. Like, some of them probably maybe want to make the place, the world better, but most of them just want to get rich. They see it as a job. Well, at least in the US. It's like the US is a problem. But it's like very nice cars. Not too bad. I put that on the wrong side though. Yep, I did. The little flap here is supposed to be facing where the back thing is. The little... that. I'm calling it heat sink thing is supposed to be. Alright, this one also on the wrong side. And just pre-drill these a bit. Alright, so now this little knee thing here. Always have a knee thing, not really a knee thing, but. And goes in there. Like, why do parts keep like spinning out of control? Alright, so that are the front bits. Wait, I built these the other thing already. Okay, look at that. Now, E17 EVA, so this, that, and this, with these poly caps, and goes in there, or tries to. Well, okay, that's not going very well. There you go. And then you clip this thing on there. Not pre-drilling those. You're gonna want these to be on tight and not come off. At least for now. Well, I mean, it's fine. You can definitely just glue it back on using some plastic cement. That's another thing you need. If you're gonna be building model kits, plastic cement, very useful. Okay, these, and then this and that. Those make up the feet, if you will believe that. Alright, so this goes here. But yeah, I was rambling earlier. Just watch Gundam, watch all of it, learn from it. As they say, there are those who watch Gundam and learn nothing. Those aren't. Oh, those are the part of the feet. Okay. It has star-shaped footprints. Sometimes gradual change is too slow. Maybe we need a char or something. Ansible, some guy with a mask. This was E9, E19, PC. Well, that's the feet. That's it. Okay. I don't know what the rest. Oh, the rest is for the arm thingy that we're gonna build right now. That's part of the main gimmick of this one. The arm with the 4 beam sabers. Alright, legs. Put the legs together. So start like this. Let's pick a leg. Just do whichever one you feel like. This is supposed to be left. This is supposed to be right. Wait, is this not symmetrical? It is symmetrical. There you go. Does it not cheat? No, it does not. Try not to force parts in too much. Could end up breaking something. Reversible, just like gently push it. Gently. And use a stick where your fingers cannot reach. Gently. Hey, not too bad. It can stand just fine with these things. There was the elf bullock, which was also had weird feet, but an interesting design and like if I recall, some kind of really ginormous stand included. Those weren't too bad when you think about it. Wait, this way. Which side is outside? Yeah, this thing is on the outside, so we got that right. These are on the inside. Cool. Done with the legs. Now for the arms. Well, not arms, the back arms. We're supposed to like do a... Oh, wait, we do need these. The last two here. So these just pop on there onto these here, which are the last two yellow bits here. Yeah, it has to. I mean, you basically just need a tripod for things to stand up. You need 3 points. That's what your feet are essentially. 3 points touching the ground. This one has 2, but if you count the other leg, makes up 3. Wait, which way does this go? This way. Okay, you're not behaving, so I'm gonna need the tweezers. Yeah, it is. I didn't fly off, luckily. It would be a bit annoying. Unlike the chin here, where we can just, it's so small we could ignore it. This one, wait, isn't it? No, that is not the right way. Just need to engage in the hole, and then we can, there we go. Press it in the rest of the way. And then we put this in the back. Over here. Same thing on the other side. Alright, so technically we put this on here. Like these becomes our nice little side flaps there that move a little bit. The legs don't stand on their own, like most kits, gunfly kits that you build tend to have, the legs will individually stand on their own. But this one you probably need, you basically just need like have 3 points on the ground to basically be able to stand like a tripod. It has 4, so it will stand just fine, just not one leg up. Other kits can do that. Like stand with one leg up, or be straight up. So at this point we do an assembly, but we're gonna skip this. We're gonna go, oops. We're gonna go to the color side here for a minute. We're gonna do the remaining, or should be all of these parts, the beam saber bits here, so you can just get these off already, I guess. And that's the last leg, really. Probably spent longer than I should have this thing. Those are very thin beams. One of them's already bent a bit. Yeah. Okay, there seems to be some bending here. It's not ideal. Yeah, they look very straight in the pictures, but once you cut them off the runners, it seems like they relax a bit. Some of them get a bit bent. Or maybe they can bend easily because they are very thin. Let's do that. 4 very thin beam sabers here. Whiskers of a beam. And then we do this, 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 this. Oh, okay, all of it. How many are these on there? So E112, E112 times 4. That's why. So then this goes here, like this. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then just put these together like so. Wait, what's upside down? No, I don't think it's upside down. Well, not sure. Something's upside down. We'll see in a minute. Alright, so these weird. No, that's what's holding the beams here. Those very small things, which seem like they are itching to fly off. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna use this here to kind of guide it in so it doesn't, there's something holding onto it so it doesn't fly off. So then that goes here, pop this off. And same thing here. Just put it on there so that it has something to hold on while I'm doing this. I'm alternating these so like they're all evenly distorted. If there's any distortions happening while I'm doing this. And then these are B6 and B7, so hold it like that. Goes into there. Yep, that's the correct way. And this goes in there. This doesn't move, it is fixed in place. It doesn't like, I mean this little thing in the end does move a little bit up and down. Do this times 4. Finally, last piece here. Oh wait. Did I? Yep. All of them on the wrong side. I mean, it fits, but it's supposed to be. That's what upside down? You said that way before. Yeah. Something like predicting the future for your new type. Was indeed upside down, or was going to be. Self-fulfilling prophecy. What is going on here? That's how it's supposed to go. And then let's fix this one. Yeah, it's like sometimes parts can go in the wrong way. Usually it's designed in a way that it will only fit in a certain way. But in this case it actually fits upside down. Although it fits a little bit better the right way up. Like it's a little bit hard, stiff here. The fit is a bit tight, but if you flip it upside down, or the right way up, it just goes in smoothly. And the last one. Use some nubs on this thing as well here. Carefully, try not to stab yourself with doing this. Stab it and twist it. And there we go. All done. Now we assemble. Wait, actually, not all done. Where's this? Hiding all the way over there. Now all done. Alright. So now, well, I might as well do the base. Well, although I don't need the base. You can use the base to like make it like do all the aerial stuff. Does it have a hole in here for a... Nope, no beam saber holes. I think this thing did have like beam sabers coming out of its legs, out of its feet. Did it not? I don't know. Some of them did. While for centuries, millennia even, mobile suits have been using their hands to like hold their beam sabers. In Reconguista and G, suddenly people realize we have more power in the legs. Let's use that to like have more range and kick our opponents instead. Alright, so now assembly time. So start with the waist. There we go. You put a leg on the right way. You push that in, or try. Oh, that went in. Okay. And that's not okay. And then let's adjust the camera a bit. There is a hole here, but yeah. But I'm gonna try. I mean, it should still be able to stand just fine without any need for a base. See? Stands just fine. We have our tripod. It's perfectly fine. And the chest. This weird thing still moves. Nope, it's locked in place now. I see. Oh, it does. Well, it moves up a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. That's fine. So then, arms. Let's get the T-pose out. You can't even do that, can you? Oh, wait. Does it? Nope, it does not. The arms don't really move up. That's interesting. At all. That's all you can do, essentially. That's some weirdly limited range here, unless I missed something. Yeah, I can do that. But it cannot lift it. I think it's like it's missing some articulations in here. Alright. Like in the arms here, like it's supposed to, it doesn't, that's how it goes. High. Yeah, then it pops off. It doesn't have a lot of range in this thing. That's supposed to be, yeah, that's how it's being displayed in most of the, and then you can do that, I guess, with the Jesus hands over there. Now we put these in the back here. 1, 2, 3. So these go, yeah, these are quite nice. They kind of go like very, like fan out quite nicely here. Just get in there. Well, the angle's all wrong here. There we go. There. Just push that down all the way. Not too much effort though, just don't want to break something accidentally. Alright, so there, and the arm. The General Grievous feel to it, if you watch the new Star Wars. I do have the General Grievous model kit too, so I'm gonna build that one at some point. There, it stands up just fine. And finally the head. Missing the chin, but nobody has to know about that. There. And it does look like kind of a weird, it looks like a battle droid. Yeah, it has a different shape to it. There we go. Look at that. You don't need the base per se. It stands fine on its own. You just need like 3 points touching the ground. It cannot do like, of course, like the single kick, unless I said miraculously manage to like balance it, unlike unlike a Zaku here, which can do this and like laugh it off like, haha, look at me. I can kick a Gundam in the guts. We can do that. This guy can't do that. Get kicked in the gut like in the... That's a diorama right there. Although it has like bunch of lasers. Well, it has all these beam sabers pointing at Char there. I'd like to use Char's Zaku as like a demonstration prop. This is a real grade Zaku. So it dodges all the... Bits and pieces are falling off. What are you doing here, Char? I need to like finish this kit someday. Meaning completely like glue all the bits that need to be glued together. Where did this even fall off from? What the heck? Where did you come from? You're not from the other guy. Oh. In here he is. Excuse me while I try to fix this. I don't think that's correct. Yeah, I'm gonna need a minute to figure this out. like to put this somewhere safe because I just held off the Zaku here and I have no idea where it came from. And look, by the color, it looks like it's something from under here, but no idea where from. Oh well, that's enough of you, so I'll just put you back once you came and try to figure out where this part came out of. But yeah, this is the Dahack from Reconguista G, finally built. And we are now just playing with it and doing a review, so congratulations for making it so far. If you've been watching, please do subscribe if you haven't. It will help out with the subscriber count. Trying to reach 1,000 someday. Alright, so like, look at this. This is not too bad. It has a nice vibe to it. It is a fairly standard SG kit, like the components at least, but it is Reconguista G, so it is a bit of a weird shape to it. Oops. Oh, what does this do? Oh, you're falling over. Everything's falling over. You do get these weird shield beam web things here. Pseudo magical something or other. So I'm gonna try to get these off here. And I just break everything off. This is for the stand, probably. It's like an adapter, I guess. You put it in the underneath here, and like you adapt it to like other types of bases that might not fit this one. Like you do get like an extra base. I'm gonna save this for like no reason. I don't really need that many bases. I don't display them on bases usually. But yeah, just like put them in a box somewhere in case I need to build one someday and I have a spare action base. So I'm just gonna nip this off a little bit. So it has one, I guess, feature has displayed in the anime, which is like this. Wait, hold on. This fits, it claims, in the hand, so we have, that was a game like Japanese kids play where you like pretend you have a force field. Oh yeah, it fits in the, look at that. It's like the little shiny stickers on the back, and that's why it's there, I guess. So then that would fit. You can pop them all on these hands here. So, wait, that's the wrong hand. This hand goes here, like in there, and then that becomes the shield. So, Reconguista and G kits tend to have like lots of things like that, like weird gimmicky things. There was one like large one, like black one, what it was called. If you could show them somewhere here. Well, what the heck am I doing? I'm sure I saw it. The next in the lineup, 12, 13. I forget, but it was a very big black one, well, very larger black one with lots of like extra parts. So I guess they did, like, even though Reconguista didn't do well as a show, like the kits are quite interesting. They have like lots of small gimmicks to them. The legs, of course, the feet, they're not your standard feet. They just move a little bit like that. This is supposed to be kind of a space type, but also when you think about it, it is stable. Like it is stable on its feet. That's all you need. You don't need like lots of points of articulations for this to work. Although balance-wise, I guess it's like the beam sabers, although thin, they do add a bit of weight to it and will kind of cause it to fall over, so you can kind of just balance it out a bit, I guess, weight-wise. So you have that, you have your AT field on the hands here. That was like some weird, like, Gundams in, I guess, that century, which is like 8,000 years or something, or maybe like 1,000 years. Well, very long time after Universal Century, and they're still talking about it. As a theory, like, I think heard something a while ago about like nuclear waste management. It kind of relates to that, like the way like the pseudo-religious things are going on in that universe. Like, it's how the like, how do you, because radioactive waste will like be radioactive for like tens of thousands of years, so how do you make sure future civilization, in case ours collapses, will know? If they no longer have the same writing system, the same letters, how will they know that there's danger? So one thing was like create a religion around nuclear waste, so that the people know that it is dangerous as part of their scripture and religious texts. That's kind of how religious comes about. They want to make people do things they wouldn't usually do, so they like make it sound, they like trick little kids and like make it part of their programming to like think a certain way. But then if you have religion associated with nuclear weapons, that's probably not a good thing. But yeah, that's probably what happens. Like, they made like the whole things about war and Universal Century be like a religious thing, and then I know where I'm going with this, but yeah, these exist. Anyway, Gundam Dahack from Reconguista NG. I've been rambling a lot through this live stream. You have to excuse me. And yeah, it's like it's nicely detailed. Very few stickers. Like, I added like all the stickers on there, just for no reason. But very few, relatively, compared to like other HG kits. There's like those yellow bits here, which is it's nice detailing that's provided out of the box. These are actual separate plastic parts that are kind of add the yellow bits, which is nice. They didn't just like cheap out and give you just here, just put some, just mold it all in the same color and then blue, and then just give you yellow stickers just slap on there. Yeah, so you have those. Yeah, the back laser parts. Like, it's a very simple articulation, but it does quite, just gives it a nice feel to it. It looks like, or General Grievous looks like it. The little laser beam saber emitter over there twists a bit, it rotates a bit, so you do have a little bit more of an angle to play with here. So I can do this and then do angle it a little bit more, so you can do stuff like that. Where else? Okay, so beam saber is very thin, very nice. These are probably gonna twist off if I play with them too much. One of the beam sabers got a bit bent. They are thin, so they tend to bend, I guess. You do not need, yeah, I mentioned the legs. Let's take a look at the knee articulation here. Fair. Does it bend more? Nope, that's pretty much it. It doesn't do, I guess, a little bit more than 90 degrees, but it's not a full knee articulation. It's like it collides at the back here, so you cannot Is it quiet? I don't think it's quiet. Like, it's quite loud on my end. I don't know. I need to like figure out the encoder settings. Sometimes it's like way, like it's loud and clips. Yeah, anyway, thanks for the feedback. I need to like, try to see if I can fix something about that. Like the audio kind of clips sometimes if it's too loud, and YouTube like makes it all like crackly. I probably need some tests. But yeah, there we go. This was the Dahack from Reconguista, and that's what we have. I managed to lose a part, which we can't even notice, like this tiny white bit that's supposed to be here, supposed to be the chin, that kind of flew off when I nipped it, but it's missing, but it's barely noticeable. So it's supposed to be just a little bit of white here on the chin. That's like one small thing that's missing. Otherwise, yeah, fairly standard thing. There's like this weird little ring thing around the waist. Oops, the head flew off. But yeah, it's like weird. It doesn't really do anything, but somehow it goes up and down. I don't think it needs to be. It doesn't actually lock anything, but yeah, it's there. A little ring around the waist. There's no flaps, but the flaps are kind of mounted on the legs there. The chest is fairly simple. Yeah, it's not. It's like it has a more. This is not a Gundam. It's a Dahack. It doesn't have like Gundam features to it, like the standard horns, face grill, chest, like shape that is typical of a Gundam. But yeah, we have a Dahack with all the beams and the thing there. Can you even twist your head a bit? I don't know if like a missing part is causing it to let's see, bend the arm. Okay, I guess that's good enough for like an exit shot here. Yeah, Dahack. Very nice, simple. Well, not simple. Well, it's okay. It's not too simple, not too complicated. It wasn't too bad to build. It does not look like your typical Gundam. It's a mobile suit, not your typical thing, but it is quite. Okay, you keep falling out. Yeah. Let's get ready to exit. I think I've been. Yeah, 3 hours. This is a bit much. Alright. I don't know. Well, anyway, that's what we got. I'm gonna be exiting soon, so we built the Dahack, and we pretty much done everything we could do with it. It has a nice. That should be good enough. Alright. I guess. That's a bit, no? Okay. A bit further in, I guess. I mean, the beam sabers are a bit tall, so I'm gonna stretch your arm out over there. Like this. Do it a bit more of a random angle. Like more open thing. There we go. That should do it. And yeah, anyway, that's what we got. So that was it. That was a build of the Dahack from Reconguista G. Kit number 13, I think. Wait, 14? Number 14 in the lineup. Yep, so there you have it. Alright, I'm gonna leave you with this thing. And thank you for watching. Do subscribe, share the stream, tell people about it. Usual. It will help me out. Thank you, and have a good night, good evening, good afternoon, bon appetit if you're eating. All the usual things. And alright, see you guys later. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not tomorrow if I'm too busy. But we'll try to do another stream some of these days. Alright, see ya.